Hi everyone, how you going? Welcome back, and today I'm going to show you how I made my own grips. First of all, I poured them in a silicone mold. I started off with the ordinary wooden grips and made a mold of those first. Right, I'm going to make silicone molds for these pistol grip. Got a bit of blue tack underneath to hold it so it won't drop out. Okay, got both these ready for moulding. Okay, this is what I'm using for the silicone mould. Okay, it's two based, and you just put 100% or 1 and 100% of that exactly the same. So we basically need a whole cup to pour one of these. To do the grips, for the black grips with the design on it, it's done in two parts, and I use clay and to hold it up, and then pour the silicone on the top. Okay, this is how the mould goes together, and the top here is where you pour. When it sets, you open it up, and then you will have a resin mould completed. Okay, that's where I've poured it. Break that open. I found that these grips too small for my hand, so I made a longer grip. You can see the original there only goes to here. That gives you just so much more room. You can also, I made it fatter here, and so that they click together nicely, I did some nipples so that they lock together when you put them on the frame, so you get no movement like that. It's solid. You just screw it up and it's nice and tight. And this one here, let me show you the steps how I went about making that design for the handle. You can see there's a curvature on the handle, so I first got some builder's filler and put it on top of that handle, but before I did that I just made sure that it was oiled so it didn't stick to it permanently. And as you can see here, I then sanded that down, and the next one here you can see that I drew the shape that I wanted to go onto the handle, and then I put it back on the handle and made sure that I was happy with how it looked and the orientation of it. And then I drew around the actual shape that I wanted, and was happy with that, and started to file and sand away on it, and then finally sanded it right back to get that shape. Got the orientation right and it looked pretty good, and then I super glued it on. After making a mold of this out of silicone, I'll show you how I then proceeded to make that into a pearl pour. Use the glue gun and go around, build up a ridge around the outside of the design. Pour that in. I'm going to let that set, get rid of the glue, and pour the black resin on the top. Okay. Yes, so that didn't turn out too bad, did it? So that was the process of making those grips. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Blue silicone that I use is called BBDino. I got that on the internet, and the epoxy resin I used was from Bunnings, and that was okay, but it took a little while to cure. Also, I used epoxy resin from Components Warehouse in O'Connor in WA, which was a faster curing resin, so that's why I got that. Well, I hope you found that interesting. It's at times, or was, really messy. Catch you next time. Have a great day. Bye.